Hey everyone, welcome to The Lines. My name's Nicole, and in today's video, we are going to be talking all things Arizona sports betting. But before I dive into today's topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and give us a thumbs up so you know every time we post a new video. Arizona sports betting was officially legalized back in April 2021 and is set to launch on September 9th, which will coincide just in time for the start of the NFL season. And the NFL season is one of the biggest times of the year for the sports betting world in terms of handle, so no doubt Arizona operators are excited to capitalize on all that football betting action. If you're looking to get into some daily fantasy sports, that has already launched in the state, so you can go ahead and sign up for a daily fantasy account now. Online sports betting will be available in Arizona, which means as long as you're within state lines, you will be able to bet on sports legally within the state. Now, online sports betting not only means firing up the desktop version of that site, but also betting on a mobile app. And there are clear pros and cons to choosing each of these options. If you're looking to live bet during the NFL season or any other sports betting season, or looking for the convenience of being able to bet on the go, then you're gonna wanna choose that sports betting app. Also, some operators offer in-app only promotions, and we wouldn't want you to miss out on those, so we would always recommend downloading that app just in case. But if you don't like looking at all of your sports betting information condensed onto one small screen, then you might want to fire up that desktop site. As long as you're using the same operator, you're going to use your same login credentials whether or not you're using the desktop or the mobile version. Speaking of online sports betting, many want to know which operators are coming to the state. There were 20 total licenses up for grabs in Arizona, and 18 of them have been granted so far, and we know about 15 of those 18. You should look out for those big name operators because DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, Barstool, and WynnBET are all coming to Arizona, but so are some smaller operators like Betfred, Unibet, and Fubo Sportsbook. When it comes to sports that are going to be available for wagering in the state, Arizona regulators haven't quite announced that information yet, but we'd expect you to be able to bet on all of those major leagues, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, as well as other sports like golf, tennis, racing, and MMA. And the same holds true when it comes to available markets that you can wager on in the state. Arizona regulators haven't released that information, but expect to see those major markets, and we'll go through a few of them here. The first one is the money line, where you are wagering on an outright winner of the game. Right now, if you head over to WynnBET Sportsbook in Arizona, they are situating the Arizona Cardinals at plus 135 in their NFL Week 1 matchup against the Titans. We'd also expect you to be able to bet on the point spread, where you are wagering on a margin of victory or loss between two teams. So if you look at that same game and head on over to Caesar Sportsbook, the Arizona Cardinals are plus 3 underdogs against the Titans, meaning they would have to win that game outright or lose by 2 or less points in order for a wager on the Cardinals to cash. Also, look out for those totals markets where you are betting on the combined score between two teams up against a line that the sportsbooks have set. We also expect prop wagering and futures to be available as well. For the props market, you are betting on something that isn't directly tied to the outcome of the game, like a quarterback's passing yards. And for that futures market, you are able to wager on an achievement either before the season starts or during the season. So if you really think that the Cardinals can win the Super Bowl this year, which I don't think many people do, but if you think that the Cardinals can win the Super Bowl this year, you can bet on it before the season even starts or early on during the season and throughout at Arizona online and retail sportsbooks. All right, let's get into the good stuff, what everyone's been waiting for, which is those new user offers and promotions, not only for pre-registering in the state, but also for new users once sports betting goes live. Right now, there are a lot of lucrative deals out there just for signing up for Arizona sports betting apps before they launch in the state. For example, if you head on over to DraftKings, they are giving new users $150 in a free bonus just for signing up for that app before it launches, and that's in addition to their standard new user offer. If you head on over to Caesars Sportsbook, they are giving away a $100 free bet credit for signing up before that September 9th launch date, and that is in addition to Caesars' standard up to $5,000 risk-free bet once sports betting goes live. And if FanDuel is more your speed, they are giving away a $75 bonus as well as $25 in DFS credit. So even if you've missed some of these pre-registration offers by the time you are watching this video, do not fret. All of these sportsbooks have very generous new user offers for the start of the NFL season, so head on over to the sportsbooks to check those out. And to wrap up today's video, we want to let you know that retail betting will also be available in Arizona. So if you want more of that traditional sportsbook experience, you can head over to a tribal casino to bet at a retail book, as well as retail betting locations in a lot of the sporting venues in the state, including where the Diamondbacks, Cardinals, and Suns play. But it might take a little bit longer to get those retail sports books up and running. So if you don't see a ton of options right away, you can download those online sports betting apps or just remain patient until those retail books launch. That about wraps it up for today's video. If you have any questions about Arizona sports betting, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below so we can answer them in a future video on the lines.